Hey, Travels with Dottie here, and this is what a normal RV life Nomad Monday is, where there was nothing in the world I had to do, no responsibilities. I could have hung out and watched Netflix all day, but that isn't what I'm doing. Big dust storm there. I'm heading all the way into Carlsbad. I gotta go to Lowe's because I got myself a problem, and I've got more than one problem. It's all centered around my radio head, my Awesafe. That's AWESAFE, Awesafe radio head. I think I've remarked a couple of times that there have been days where, like today, when I started the car, that screen's blank. I've been working on the car with the engine going for 20 minutes, so it's been almost 30 minutes, and it still hasn't come on. Eventually, it'll just pop on. And I've been dealing with the Chinese company that I think it's been a year, so under a year, so still think it's in warranty. And one of the things they wanted me to do was to kind of uninstall it and take a picture of the wiring. And I couldn't do that because it requires a 7mm socket, which I had bought because I have taken it out. After the installation, I took it out to take a picture of wiring before, where they did find a problem. I can't find that socket anywhere, no matter where it looks, so I've got to go in to Lowe's and get a new one. And this cover that that I bought on the secondary market to shade the unit, I managed to snap off a piece, and I can glue it back on, but I know I bought super glue. I couldn't find it. So there's super glue, and there is a 7mm socket. Somewhere in the trailer. And I can't find either one, so I'm having to rebuy what I know I've already bought. It's kind of frustrating, but heck, you would think in a small space that wouldn't happen as much as it would in a big house, but let me tell you, it friggin' happens. And it's happening now, so we're having to make a longer than I'd like trip into Carlsbad. I guess I could have gone to the hardware store in Artesia, but it was like I was able to look up to see. I wasn't able to look up like on their website. They don't have their stock on the website, but Lowe's does, so they should have. If their inventory is accurate, knock on something as close to what is possible. They will have it. And I'm sure they'll also have all kinds of crazy glue, instant glue, or whatever they call it these days. There's always, like Rosanna Dana on Saturday Night Live in the 70s used to say, it's always something. In an RV life, it's absolutely always something. What else is going on today? Not much else. Dottie's with me. She's sleeping she's looking at me now because she heard her name. But now she's going back to sleep because she realized there's nothing in it for her. There's no snacks. She doesn't even really know that word because I don't do snacks very often with her. I'm trying to keep that weight down, keep pressure off her joints and her back. I think I made another mistake. I have two Apple TVs, a very old one that is showing signs of end of life. It's over 5 years old. And I have a newer one in the casita, the older ones in the trailer. So I was all excited that Apple came out with a new version this year. And I went to the Apple store and I bought one to be delivered today. But when I looked real closely, it's not the new one. The new one's not out yet. And Apple still says newest version, and it isn't the newest version. The newest version's going to be released sometime this month. So I think I'm probably going to process a return on it when it comes today and send it back. Not even open the package. I'll have to dig into it a little bit more to see if there really is a release date. If it's not just, you got to be careful on social media. Sometimes they don't know what the heck they're talking about. So if there really is not a definitive release date, I'll probably keep this one. Beautiful day, but let me tell you something. It was cold this morning when I woke up. It was 32 degrees. You know, now that I'm looking at this Radiohead and it's still off, it does. It's never gone this long without coming on. So I'm wondering if there is a loose. It'd be nice if I open it up and find out there's a loose connection. The power connection is not quite seated well, and that would solve the problem. Otherwise, I'm hoping maybe they'll send me a new unit. But I got to get that 7mm socket to get it the heck out of there. I'm frustrated that I thought there's a little compartment on top of it here that I keep stuff in, and I swore I kept that socket in there just for this reason, and it wasn't in there. Just was not in there. Chances of me needing a 7mm socket for anything other than that is so I'm getting 18.2 miles per gallon just buzzing around town like this, which is not bad. But when I'm pulling that trailer, we're talking between 9 and 10. Not fun. Not fun for the pocketbook. Well, I'll catch up with you again when I get into Carlsbad. Shouldn't be long. So I'm on my way back, and I realized I didn't update you, tell you all the things that happened. So I went into Lowe's, and I got the right size socket, and that took a little while. I needed to get some help, but also bought some crazy glue for this thing, and ended up spending almost $50. Yeah. So I decided, well, I'm here in the parking lot. I'll just take it apart here and fix everything right here in case I need something else. And when I opened everything up, I found that the microphone just wasn't hooked to anything. So it was using the really horrible internal microphone. I also noticed that as I opened it up, the screen finally came to life. I drove all the way in and it was not coming on. And it took some fumbling around, and while I was fumbling around, the screen went dark and I couldn't get it to come on again. I looked at every wire I could. I went and I swapped out. I found out where the fuse was for the power. I swapped that out. Nothing. So I'm like, I'm stumped. And I looked up places that install car stereos, and there was one within a couple miles. So I drove out there. It's kind of a one-man show place. I just did a short on it, and I walked up, and he was working in the garage on something, and I told him what happened, and he walked out. I hadn't bolted it back in, so he took a look at it and goes, "Well, here it is." And the plug had just come loose, and he snapped it back in, and it came to life right away. And I said, "Hey, is it possible that was just loose enough so occasionally when it wouldn't come on, it would only come on after I drove for a while?" And he goes, "Absolutely. It was probably it had to have been a loose connection to come apart that easily when you opened up the unit." So hopefully that problem will be solved. I made a phone call with the external microphone, and they said it sounded flawless. So mission accomplished, believe it or not. So that was the adventure, and I got a set of new sockets that are smaller. It's kind of funny, and they helped me hunt around for like a handle for the socket. Like, it looks like a screwdriver, but it's got a 1/4-inch thing on it, just this knot. And we finally found one, and I was all happy about that. And I got in here and I went to the bolts go down into the dash, and they're pretty close to the windshield. So I want to put the socket in there, and boom, the top of the handle bumps into the curving windshield. I'm like, oh no. But there was just barely enough of an angle where I could get it started, and then I was able to just pop it off and finish it with my hand. But I thought that was pretty funny. So that was a little bit of an odyssey. I think I left well before noon. It's 2 o'clock, and I'm heading back. So it took some time and effort. But I will see you on the next one. Take care.